for a record 7th time. I mean, it's really unimaginable.
Global kicks out of 10.
And Mike, you heard the strategy after Brian Voss threw that shot and he went high. They were talking to each other. Robert Smith, Brian Voss, Walter Ray chime in. Yep, it's time to move left. It's time to move left. Make that adjustment. Well, I'll tell you what, that's one of the best the game has ever seen in making adjustments.
Speaking of the best, here's Norm Duke anchoring for his club. Team Storm, hard flush. And Duke strikes. Storm takes the lead.
Sorry, Mike, you know, Norm Duke has made a living, and a really nice living at that, over the last 5 or 6 years playing that angle.
Pardon?
Michael Haugen Jr., Randy P.
Yes, sir.
What do you see that's going on with the oil pattern out there, and how does your team look?
Our team looks pretty good. I see the front starting to hook a little bit, and I see that the back ends are getting a little tighter, so we're just trying to get the ball around 1-2 and hopefully get the 10 out, so we'll see if that works.
Michael Haugen up, 6th frame, looking to double and even this up for 900 Global. He owns 2 titles and 11 regionals.
That might have a chance if it holds. Didn't hold.
Didn't hold, kicks out all but the 6.
See, that one I grabbed a little bit and just checked.
Michael Haugen Jr., even though he throws the ball fairly straight, he needs to bump that shot in a bit more, maybe 2 boards to the left, and find a little bit of that oil so that ball will hold pocket.
You see Mike squinting. He said the elements here are a factor. The sun is a factor. No factor is the 6-pin spare for 900 Global.
I'm gonna strike for the day's over, I think.
Just a perfect day for bowling.
Hey,
77 degrees.
Mike, I'm no meteorologist, but I think like 129 degrees, that's hot, isn't it?
That's on the lane. That's on the lane.
Buddy, the player's got to be feeling that. Isn't it coming off the lane and hitting them right in the face?
That's true. Wes Malott. Turkeys for Storm.
And here's what makes this tricky. Once the temperature on the lane goes up, oil has a certain viscosity to it, okay? And we all know that when you put oil in an engine, the heat of that engine breaks down that viscosity. Well, the same thing happens out on the lanes. So as the bowling balls go down the lane, as the oil sits there and that temperature goes up, the oil breaks down much, much faster.
Robert Smith with a handful and 10 back.
All right, I'm on the board finally.
Strike for 900 Global. They trail by 20.
That was a blind 6.
Head to PBA.com to download PBA Bowling 2 to your mobile device. This revised and updated game for your iPhone, iPad, and iPod Touch features the ability to customize bowling balls, oil patterns, and other controls while bowling in one of 3 challenging game modes. The game also allows you to bowl alongside many of your favorite PBA stars. Here's Pete Weber on a turkey for Storm.
Come on!
Dead flush, make it 4 for Storm.
There's our ham bone!
Hey, Pete, Rod Stone's in South Africa doing soccer. There's no ham bone here.
Well, that's all right, Randy. I got to give it anyway. You're sitting there, so might as well give it to you, too.
You know what? I love it every time you do that. That's awesome. Thanks, Pete.
No problem, Randy. Thank you.
We are the proud recipients of our ham bone from that man, PDW. And we'll be back at Six Flags for the continuation of this 900 Global versus Storm Tilt. Come on back.
Come on. There's our ham bone.
I heard once that tigers eat their young. Is that true?
Only in the wild. Only in the wild, Randy. Jarris up, coming up high. Can't shake a 610 out of there.
It's lucky for Norm then, I guess, huh?
There's another 2 left, too.
Again, that's the oil breakdown, and a lot of this is a guessing game, Mike, where the players have to say, all right, well, the last shot I went flush. I had 4 more bowlers plus X amount of time expire between now and the last shot I threw. Do I make an adjustment? Do I guess?
More of an educated guessing game.
It is an educated guess.
A step left, too.
But you have to make the adjustment with conviction. You can't get up there scared and go, I hope this works.
I didn't open.
So 900 Global trails by 30, and Storm is on a string. Second shot now from Kretzer, who came up high earlier. Gave that one some room, and yin and yang, 210.
Well, right now, Brian Kretzer is madder than a mosquito in a mannequin factory because he has not performed well for his team. They had a big lead, and now he runs the risk of an open frame with a 210 split.
So open frame for Storm, interrupting the strike string.
Sorry, guys.
And the door opens now for 900 Global as we move to the 9th and 10th. And the endless 10th frame is never too far away. Brian Voss stepping up in the 9th frame, working on a spare. PBA and USBC Hall of Famer. Rejuvenated his career last year with a win. An extension of his exemption, and that is just perfect for Voss is Voss.
Right now, 900 Global is thinking, well, do we let Brian go on Dancing with the Stars, or
Rodriguez and me.
do we keep him here? But that was just a beautiful shot, and they're thinking right now, hey, endless 10th frame, because the best they can shoot is 218. Storm can strike out for 234.
Rhino Page, Viper Championship at the World Series of Bowling, the next World Series of Bowling coming up this year to open up Push, the 10-11 Tour. Push, not enough.
Yeah, that needed to push like 9 feet to keep it left of the head pin. But again, it's 9 spare for Rhino Converts. And it's all going to come down to Norm Duke in the anchor position to keep his team alive and undefeated in this match.
No problem on the 4 for Page.
Hi, boys. Come on.
I like you to get all 3.
There he is, Walter Ray Williams Jr. Where you want him? In the 10th. We look at the endless 10th frame. That's keyed by the fill ball. A strike in the fill, and you're never out of it. Walter Ray, 10th frame on a strike. How about a double? Perfect for Walter Ray Williams Jr.
All right, well, now that puts his team in the 200s, but Walter Ray must strike on this next ball to not only take the lead, but to give his team a chance at the 10th frame or endless 10th frame activation. And you know now how much I really dig the 10th frame activation thing.
Activation is good. Record 7-time PBA Player of the Year and current Player of the Year, Walter Ray Williams Jr. looking to double in the 10th.
Hook, baby!
Gave it room, came screaming back, and a strike for 900 Global.
Well, you watch that style, as unique as it is, he does so many really great things in his swing. You see the backswing comes outside just a little bit, tucks inside, and the results, well, they're undeniable. And you can see just how happy his teammates are that they decided to let Walter Abel anchor. Now that puts them in the 2 teens. This shot here gives them the endless 10th frame.
Global now in the lead by 4. Walter going for the 218 natural. And that is about as pretty a 10th frame as you're going to get. So 218 natural for 900 Global, and the endless 10th frame is activated.
Mike J, I'm really surprised that he struck out there in the 10th frame.
How could you be surprised by that?
I'm lying.
Well, that's the least kept secret in this park.
Yeah, everyone's real shocked right now that Walter Ray struck out in the 10th.
Now, if there's anybody else that can strike out in the 10th, it's this man, Stormin' Norm Duke, working a spare 10th frame for Team Storm. There's the first.
All right, now that puts them at 214. In order to have a chance at winning this match, Norm Duke must strike on the next ball. He's done this himself a time or two.
Norm Duke won the Cheetah Championship, the innovative television show that took us from beginning to end of a PBA event. The infamous 42-pin deficit to take out Ryan Simonelli. Now, Duke must strike here. Second ball in the 10th. Got Baby, and Storm is.
Sorry about that.
Boy, I'll tell you what, he turned that one dead early right at the bottom of the swing. It hit the lane and hooked right at his shoelaces, and really inexplicable for Norm Duke to make that kind of shot. He thrives in that situation. He loves it, he cherishes it, and just was unable to pull off the shot.
So 2-13 finale for Storm.
Sorry, guys.
And
It's all
each
me.
team now
All me
is
right
even at 1-1.